Now, how do you explain a startup to a grandmother here who's like almost in 90s? So I told her, I said, वो ना imagine करो, आप ऐसे घर में बैठे हो और आप नॉर्मल दाल रोटी खा रहे हो, ठीक है? तभी आपको पड़ोसी के घर में ऐसा चिल्लाने का आवाज़ आता है, तो आपको लगता है वहाँ पार्टी चल रही है, तो आप अपनी दाल रोटी छोड़ के पड़ोसी की पार्टी में चले जाते हो, आपको लगता है वहाँ चिकन मिलेगा। आप वहाँ जब जाते हो ना तो आपको दिखता है कि वो सिर्फ चिल्ला रहे हैं, उनके पास दाल रोटी भी नहीं है खाने को, उसको स्टार्टअप बोलते हैं। My name is Anshu Mor, by the way. I used to work in corporate life. I spent about 18 years in corporate life. My last job was as the head of Xbox business, gaming and entertainment at Microsoft. I used to head that business in India. And then in 2016, I went and saw this movie called Tamasha. How many of you have seen Tamasha? You all got inspired, na? Yes, I also got inspired. I saw Tamasha about following passion and all. Sunday night, true story, okay? Sunday night I saw Tamasha. Monday morning I went to Microsoft office and resigned. I was like, maybe Ranbir Kapoor. Alright, you guys are a fun audience. We intend to have a fun session, okay? So please, ladies and gentlemen, with a big round of applause, please call on stage the founder of Lending Card, Harshvardhan Lunia. But when you were starting off, did you have role models in this business?
I think 2014, and I think there's a story behind us naming us Lending Cart as well. Flipkart actually became a unicorn. I think most of you know, late 13 and early 14, Tiger had invested in it, and I think so. When we started out Lending Cart, I was told by my elder brother, right, overall, कि एक नाम ले ले company के लिए. So when I started looking out for names, overall cart was supposed to be obviously there, right, because Flipkart had become a unicorn. तो मेरा इतना तो clear था कि उनका flip है, cart है, मेरा cart तो रहेगा पीछे. Then when I was looking out for a name, Lending Cart was available at 4,500 and Money Cart was available at I think 1.5 lakh or some 1,55,000. Money Cart would have made lot more sense for our business. But considering that I am a Marwadi, I actually went ahead and bought domains of Lending Cart.
How many of you have a cart in the end of your company's name? कोई है यहाँ पे? And nobody else? You're the only one who thought about this.
Tamasha moment, right?
Tamasha moment.
I realize that I don't have a Bansal surname, but maybe a cart will help me.
Cart would help you. What was that moment where it started working for you? What happened in the business where you said, okay, this is now...
I think the moment and the day when we started out giving out digital loans overall, right? When we did the first loan to I think we did one of the first loans in Jammu Kashmir as well, right? Where they were owning a shikara and they used to make pickles, right? So they didn't have a permanent address. They had a permanent address in their hometown, but they were staying there and manufacturing and everything. We did a digital loan to them, and that's where we realized we were right. I think all of us are clear, right? Again, another topic that we discussed yesterday was that some get good success, or some, if they are lucky, get success in 5. If you are not lucky in 5, you'll get lucky in 10. But at 15 and 20, if you don't get, you will get success. There is nothing, right? If you continuously do something for 20, and I think all of us are in that game, right? I think most of us are kind of now unemployed क्योंकि हमारा indirect तो हम लोग को freedom और वो सब इतना पसंद आ गया independence कि हम किसी के नीचे काम नहीं कर पाएंगे. But I think if we be at it 20, some of us will do it early, some of us will do it later, but we all will do it. We have one general adage for all of us: be at it. Be at it. Stick around long enough, right? I don't think any of us have that opposition, or I think not believing in this or not conviction enough that the market is good, there is a market, money can be made, business can be made and everything. All of us really feel that is there. Only thing is how much more patience and perseverance we all will have to give depends on that. I think like Sashank ने specify किया था, right? I think one of the best things about all of us together is like we compete for business day in, day out. But at evening, all of us can have drinks together, share our things. And I think मेरे और शशांक we spoke most in COVID, right? Among each other. तो we were the direct competitors, right? और हमने अगर नहीं हो तो investors ने भी फूट करके, but हम दोनों को realize था कहीं ना कहीं कि ये तो हमारे हैं ही नहीं मतलब. So I think COVID we spoke the most, and COVID was tough times for a lot of us, right? And we spoke each other at length. We used to discuss a lot and everything. So I think that chemistry and everything we are looking at. I think the good part about all of us is that I don't think a lot of us here carry that burden, right? क्या करना है? मतलब हम सरनेम से नहीं आ रहे ना, ना अंबानी लेके आ रहे हैं, ना अदानी लेके आ रहे हैं. तो हमारे पास वो भी नहीं है कि यार हमें नहीं अभी तक नहीं 10 years हो गया है, but I think we still are very very minuscule. Like even if you put across our industry compared to all the industries of lending that are there, right? We are very very small. I think and all of us clearly know that the problems that we are facing are common. The struggles that we are facing are common. The difficulties that we are facing are all common and everything. So why not share, discuss with each other and equip each other better for that? I think 18, 19 या 19, 20 था जब हमारी बड़ी राउंड ऑफ फंडिंग आ गई और सब कुछ हो गया था उस टाइम पे, राइट? एक बहुत बड़ा इन्वेस्टर भी आ गया था हमें. तब मैंने जाके सोचा कि अब तो मैं अराइव्ड हूँ और हैपनिंग हो, राइट, ओवरऑल. और मैंने जाके बोर्ड को बोला कि यार अब पगार कम है, आप पगार बढ़ा दो. तो उन्होंने बोला हाँ देखते हैं. फिर 15 दिन बीते, महीना बीता, 2 महीना बीता. तो मैं ऐसा एटीट्यूड तो थोड़ा आ रहा था यार कि इतनी फंडिंग आ गई, ऐसा सब कर लिया और क्या चाहिए आपको लाइफ के अंदर. तो फाइनली उन्होंने एक दिन मुझे फ़ोन किया और बोला बेटा तेरा लेबर और हमारा कैपिटल दोनों लगे हुए हैं. जिस दिन हमारे कैपिटल का रिटर्न आ जाएगा उस दिन तेरे लेबर का भी रिटर्न आ जाएगा. तो कोई सैलरी वैलरी है नहीं, इंक्रीमेंट है नहीं, विच इज़ अ वैलिड थॉट फ्रॉम देम कि फंड रेजिंग इज स्टिल वन पार्ट ऑफ इट, राइट? ओवरऑल यू देन हैव टू गो एंड बिल्ड बिजनेस, राइट? तो वो भी मुझे लेकिन अच्छा लगा था. 19-20 का था, फिर मैंने पैसे ही नहीं रेस किया. मैंने बोला नहीं कम कर दिया रेस करना. मैं उस दिन भी मेरा ईगो हर्ट हो ऐसा कैसे यार, आपने पहले बोला रेस करो, तो मैंने हर साल रेस किया और फिर आप अभी बोल रहे हो कि फायदा नहीं है उसका, तो मैं बोला चलो बंद कर दो मतलब. Yeah, it does, right? Because we always get compared to internet companies, right? अभी जैसे मतलब हमारा comparison किससे होगा? हमारा comparison होगा स्विगी से, जोमेटो से, ओला से, उबर से. उनके UI, UX and everything gets compared, right? But the biggest difference between us and them is the length of transaction, right? स्विगी पे ऑर्डर करोगे तो आधी घंटा में खाना आ जाएगा. ओला उबर 10 मिनट में आपको लोकेशन पे पहुंचा देगी. यहाँ जो whatever transaction we are doing is for 3 years, 5 years, right? तो हमें आदमी का पूरा कच्चा चिट्ठा and we have to understand his net worth and credit. But still people compare us to UI, UX and all those things of those companies. So it's difficult. But the good part is we are in an industry which has umpteen demand, right? So we don't have to create a market, right? So it's not a oligopoly, monopoly, duopoly, something that will happen. It's like everybody can survive and build themselves. If you start making normal with yourself that you didn't bring anything, and you're not going to get anything out of it, it feels comfortable, right? That even if after giving 10 years, if I don't get back anything out of it, I'll remember the journey and I'll remember the effort that I put in. I think that helps me, right? Because the moment you put in goals, it's a little bit philosophical, easy, but the moment you start putting goals, numbers and everything, it all sounds doomsday and you cannot sleep. So I normally feel for the fact that I am thankful to my investors and everyone for giving me salary and food on my plate. That's it. So I've lowered my expectations so much overall that now I'm reasonably happy, right? I come from a family where I have not been burdened with responsibilities and everything, right? And when you have so many people in the company and they come to you with all the problems, I feel मैं क्यों, right? Day in, day out, right? The day starts at 9 and it ends at 7, 8, 9 in the evening. I said, खुद solve करो यार. You are also getting salary, I am also getting a salary. I don't get paid extra for solving your problems. But then you cannot say no, right? And I think like Sashank also started, it's a loner job, right? When you go and sit at your cubicle, or if some of us have a cabin, overall, it's totally lonely. It's totally lonely. Your investors, your employees, anybody in the ecosystem doesn't want to hear what you're going through, right? None of them. It's a lonely. You console yourself, you become sad, you become ecstatic and everything, it's all your own. Yeah, I think Sashank, both of us and most of us have been answering that question for last 10 years, right? I think at some time we've always realized we are the foster childs, right? We don't know who our father is actually, right? Overall. And I think that's been going on for 10 years now. And everybody's been asking the question. I think the simple answer to that, yeah, and I've been convincing myself is just to give time, right? Another 5 years, 10 years or 15 years and we will have our day, right? तो अभी यही topic discuss हुआ था अंशु के साथ, मेरा अपना time आएगा, right? So we just be at it, right? अपना time आएगा. We will have few of us that will start, stop, shut down, restart, start, stop, shut down. But अपना time आएगा. It will take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I think the good part that I feel about us, all of us, and grateful for that fact that we are all alive, right? And we've shared the journey, right? We've been like this. I think my personal feeling is 10 साल काटे हैं और काटते हैं, देखते हैं मतलब, right? Overall, but I personally feel अपना time आएगा. Let's see when it comes. It will take our sweat, blood and everything, but personally if you ask me, that is what also drives me कि अपना time आएगा यार.